Maybe just to level set, just so we have kind of complete context, and I'd like to both talk about this partnership as well as some of IBM's transformation in general. Maybe first, if you want to share kind of what your role and what your organization is, and then a little bit about how you guys are partnering with us, and maybe a little bit more about the partnership from your perspective.
Okay, I have the responsibility for the IBM Cloud from soup to nuts, from our infrastructure all the way up to our software as a service. And I guess I would talk about the transformation that's going on. Even the cloud is changing. If you looked at back 2 years ago, we were all worried about the cloud, and everyone wanted to go to the cloud, and it was all around saving money.
Right.
It was, hey, I can get cheap storage, I can get cheap compute. Why don't I take my application instead of running in my data center? I'll just go run it in a cloud data center, and the world's going to be better.
Yes.
Well, I think all of that has changed. And the cloud now is not so much a destination as it is a platform. And I view it as a platform for innovation, because it can accelerate the transformation, the digital transformation that you talked about. And it makes it easier for you to bring new capabilities, to change your processes, and do it very, very quickly. And from our perspective, we believe it's a hybrid world. No one says, hey, I'm going to take all of my data centers and tomorrow they're all in the cloud. It is going to be a mix. And people are going to move at their own pace.
We tell people to do that, though.
Yes.
Yes.
And they're going to move at their own pace.
Fair point.
Okay? And they want to have some of their data. They're still going to want it on-prem.
Yep.
Some of it they want in the cloud. But it's the client that should be deciding the rate and pace that makes sense for their business, depending on regulatory, locality of data, security, and everything else. So we want to kind of enable that. And we really see that. Every client I've talked to in the last 6 months says, you know what, I'm in a hybrid world. I don't know if it's 20/80 or 80/20, but I'm going. And over time, more and more will go out onto the cloud. But it is really becoming a platform,
right.
And it's a platform for innovation. Because moving for the sake of just moving my application to the cloud,
right.
That doesn't bring business value.
Right, and have you guys been able to then make it sort of as seamless and transparent then as possible for the customer of which mode they're in and where they are in that transition? I assume that with the kind of scale you guys have and the technology you have the ability to kind of make that less of a complication.
Yeah, if you look at some of the technologies that we've got, and you look at our platform as a service, our Bluemix platform, you can run it in the public cloud, you can run it in dedicated cloud, or you can run a local. And so that gives the client the consistency and the ability to run it where it makes sense,
right.
And move things around when they want to move it around, not tied to the technology or to an implementation. And that also enables them to build new business processes, because I think this is all around the transformation of business process. Why would I take an old process and just move it to the cloud? I might as well take that process, use new technologies like Box, and reimagine the process. And if I can do that, I can bring real value to the business, and I can help in that digital transformation. Just moving it from point A to point B is not real business value. Yeah, maybe the technology is a little better, but I want to change the business and the processes that run the business.